got a grassed area that a lot of the community do use, but the steps on it, and it gets really, really tatty and overgrown. And we complain to the council, and then of course resources, they haven't got all the funds to do it. So me and my colleague, we just got our hoe, gardening gloves on, a couple of black bin bags, and we went and we did it. And we cleared all the steps. And you know, the comments that we had from people just passing through to go onto the green space, had said, you're doing a fantastic job. And by the time we'd finished, the achievement that we felt by just getting all these weeds out and nice clean steps, it was a real good feel factor. And I think that's what more and more people need to do in their own, in their own local areas. And that's what we're trying to do in Acomb now, is to encourage the community to come together and get that good feel factor for their area that they live in and take pride in their area. And I think the more of us that do that, the better our shopping experiences are going to be. And yeah, it gives you that good feel factor.
You think you happen to do that as a trader in this area, you happen to be a florist. You think it's the sort of thing that florists elsewhere could benefit from doing?
Yeah, I think so. I think particularly because we've got that artistic flair, we possibly look at areas that could be regenerated, and sort of, you know, you might look around your high street and think, actually, we could maybe go get some barrier tubs, which is what we've done in Acomb. We contacted the local council to see if we were allowed to put some of the barrier tubs onto some railings that we have. And through a local traders association, which I'm chair of, we've sort of purchased the plants from, again, our local florist supplier, and we've planted those up, and it's developed now. We're now to our 4th year of doing this, and we are now entering Yorkshire in bloom, and it's giving, again, the community something to look at. Okay, now and again we get the odd sandwich that's been deposited, or a can of Coke or something like that, but generally we're giving our residents and the community something to look at and to enjoy, and it's enhancing the shopping experience again, and it's fabulous.
Have you seen what sort of tangible results have you seen from that?
It's increasing the footfall to the local shops because it's making it a nicer area to come look at. We've even got some volunteers now that we just do some litter picking. Okay, it's not such a nice job, but once it's done, you know, again, people are chatting to us while we're doing this, and again, they'll ask questions of why you're doing it, and more people are joining in all the time. And the thing is, if we lose our high streets, then what have we got? You know, I'm self-employed, so if I don't have a business, I've got no revenue coming in. So I think more and more businesses need to look around their local areas and get involved, and don't sit on your bottoms. Get up, get something done. You don't have to shout loud. Just little inroads all the time, and just chip away and look at what your local area, how it can be developed.
Was there anything in particular that sort of set you off down this track?
Yeah, what set me off on this was there'd been something put into one of like a local leaflet had gone around, and I contacted my local councillor, and he came in to see me, and as we were just generally chatting, I just happened to say, what on earth is happening to Acomb? And he said, what do you mean by that? And I said, well, we've got so many empty shops and we're looking like a run-down area. So what we did was we called a meeting, and just to see how many people felt the same as me. And it was fantastic, the response that we got, because we realised that there was a lot more businesses out there that were feeling the same and felt that we weren't getting the footfall coming to our area anymore. And so from that we formed an Acomb Traders Association, and then sort of like year on year, in fact sometimes month on month, we've got new members. So we have regular meetings and we put ideas forward. We've got community groups that are working with us. So much so now we've got Christmas lights, so that it's built up that much now that we've got an actual Christmas switch on. And again, we're encouraging businesses to support us, they sponsor some of the lights, and we've gone even further afield. We've even established a crowdfunding scheme, and that brought more funding in so that we could get more lights. And again, when you've got something like that going on, again, it brings more footfall in, and that's what you need to increase your businesses.
So you've seen a definite increase in your own business.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and even for the fact that sometimes people don't actually come into the shop to purchase flowers, they'll just come in to say, great, you're doing a fantastic job, and then that just boosts you for the day, and it puts a smile on your face, and you just think, yeah, you know, we're doing a good thing here.